Unravel the why in English. Mastering Relative Clauses. Hello language learners. Today we're going to dive into a wonderful facet of English grammar. We're dealing with relative clauses, specifically, relative clauses formed using why. By the end of this session, you'll have a clear understanding of how to use why in relative clauses, making your English sound even more fluent and natural. Before we dive into the usage of why, it's crucial to know what a relative clause is. A relative clause is a type of clause that usually follows a noun and gives us additional information about that noun. In English, we often use words like who, which, that, where, when, and of course, our star of the day, why, to introduce relative clauses. The relative adverb, why, is used to introduce a relative clause about reasons or explanations. We use it to provide more context or elaborate on the reason why something is the way it is. For instance, consider the sentence, "Do you remember the reason why you decided to learn English?" In this case, why introduces a relative clause that gives us more information about the reason for learning English. Now, let's explore how to form relative clauses with why. It's pretty straightforward. You have your noun phrase, often a word like reason, cause, or purpose, followed by the relative adverb, why, and then the rest of your clause. Here's a structure for you. Noun phrase plus why plus clause. An example would be, I forgot the reason why I walked into this room. Here, reason is the noun phrase, why introduces the relative clause, and I walked into this room is the clause giving more information about the reason. Practice makes perfect. Let's try forming sentences using why in relative clauses. Here are some examples. She couldn't explain the reason why she was late. The purpose why he exercises daily is to keep healthy. That's the cause why we missed the train. Remember, with why, we're always dealing with reasons or explanations. Well, that's all for today's session on forming relative clauses with why. It's a simple yet powerful tool to make your sentences more informative and fluent. Practice it in your day-to-day conversations, and before you know it, you'll master the usage of why in relative clauses. Keep learning, keep practicing, and see you next time.